Hi everybody, it's me, Lisa the Love Coach, Lisa Concepcion with LoveQuestCoaching.com, where you can go get your free love life assessment done for you by me. And tonight I am coming at the ladies with a very strong, straight message, of course, always delivered with love. Might sound a little harsh, but trust me girls, it is all love at the core. I love how everybody's coming up. We got a bunch of people tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I have notes. I'm taking this incredibly serious because it's stuff that you need to know so that you can go from where you are in your love life to where you want to be. And there is this belief and this mantra, this preaching that's going on with women, where they are going around saying, I'm a catch, I'm a total catch. But they're in denial and they are not yet a catch. In fact, because they have yet to handle their you-know-what, they run the risk of attracting bad boys, liars, cheaters, disingenuous, bad men, narcissists. And so as long as we are continuing to not take personal responsibility for our happiness, we run the risk of putting that happiness in somebody else's hands, and we cannot trust somebody to have our best interests at heart. So it is important that we take responsibility as women for our own happiness. So I'm going to begin with a little story about how I thought I was such a catch. Ooh, such a catch. It was 2010 to 2015, and I had moved to Miami in 2010 after separating from my husband. At the time, we were married 12 years, and we were together 17, and our marriage was falling apart, and I moved to Miami, and he came to Miami shortly after. We were apart about 5 months. And it was a disaster because as much as a catch as I thought I was, I had a very long journey ahead of me to heal the broken parts of me. And I wanted a marriage and this facade and this lifestyle to show that I was a catch, right? Meanwhile, I had all these wounds dating way back to childhood that I never really sorted out in my 20s or my 30s, and it started to come out and surface in my mid-30s. And the behaviors that ensued because of it was all projection, it was all anger, misdirected, and it took a toll on my marriage, it took a toll on my health, like my well-being. So I'm going to share my darkest time, 2010, 2015. That 5-year chunk was probably one of the darkest, if not the darkest time in my adult life. And like I said, I thought I was a catch. I'm a total package, right? I came to Miami like, where's my man? Where's my man who's gonna sweep me away from this craziness of this marriage, right? I'm funny, I'm chill, I'm smart, I'm a lady, I'm independent, I have a hot body, pretty face, great hair. I'm a catch, right? Funny, said that already. Oh, I understand the rules of football, right? I'm a catch. I'm a guy's girl. What guy doesn't want this? Well, I was looking for that guy. I was looking for a great guy to sweep me off my feet, to be the reason why I would divorce. So I was looking for a reason to get divorced. Couldn't do it on my own. No, I needed a reason. I needed another man to go to. That's what codependents do. They have to line up somebody because, heaven forbid, they cultivate love for themselves and heal their wounds. It's all about outside. I have to control the chaos. And so when there's chaos, we get into control mode and we try to make everything orderly, and that leads to manipulation, self-sabotage, and a lot of hurt. So that is what happened with me 2010 to 2015. And if you fast forward to today, I am an actual catch. And that's probably why I got caught. I'm in a relationship right now, great guy, about 3.5 years now. We have a really good thing. It's truly chill. I am whole, healed, happy, mature, approaching a relationship as an adult, and 100% fully responsible for my own happiness. And I curate it and protect my peace every day, every moment of my life. And so now, as a certified professional love life strategist and coach, I help people do exactly the same thing. Go through their darkest time, come out the other side so that they can truly be a catch. So what exactly was I doing back in 2010 and 2015 that made me this disaster on 2 feet with amazing packaging, but very hurt inside? Well, what did I learn? And how did I shift? This is what you guys are all tuning into tonight. So I get to speak with a lot of guys. I speak with women and men. I coach both men and women. And so for this particular topic, I have spoken with, interacted with, I've been in many Facebook groups about relationships and things. And the vast majority of the good guys out there, you know, the high quality men that everybody has, all the women, they have that list, right, of all those great qualities. Those men do exist, and I've spoken with many of them. And the vast majority of them say that today's women have many qualities that actually repel men and are turning them off. And so I wanted to share what these qualities were, because they were many of the qualities that I had back in 2010 and 2015 in that time frame. So I wanted to share right from the guys, curated from comments, from actual conversations of what they say and what makes women repel men. So here's the list. Number 1, they are angry and they are bitter. High quality men do not want to hang with an angry, bitter bitch of a woman. Number 2, they're jealous. They're jealous. They see a guy talking to somebody else, it's a drama right away. It's just jealousy. Number 3, they're in denial and they're unaware of their own selves. They have no idea how they're behaving. They have no idea that they're angry. They're oblivious. They think the problem is out there and they're not looking inward. They're not looking at themselves. They're insecure and they're suspicious. They're desperate, clingy, and needy. They're fake. They come across as nice packaging, great shoes, great bag, all pulled together. But when you start to get beneath those layers, they crack and crumble because they have not done the work. And so it doesn't take long before a quality man sees that there's a wall there and he's trying to get closer and trying to find out more about you. But as he probes deeper and tries to get to the real you can't hack it. And you cry, and he breaks you down, and then you're trying to make him lift you back up, and that's a recipe for disaster and codependency. And it's highly manipulative, which is also on the list. You have a very inflated sense of self, meaning, I'm a catch. Look at me. You should be lucky to be with me. Meanwhile, completely and totally oblivious to what's really going on and the pain and the hurts that still need to be healed in your life from way back, and the patterns that you continuously recreate over and over again because of it. Pretty on the outside, broken on the inside. And a high quality man will detect that fast. They're smart. They're accomplished. They know what to ask a woman. They know what they want. And so it doesn't take very long before they crack that code and get behind that beautiful exterior. Perfect nails, perfect hair, perfect clothes, with a very hurt inside. And you're bringing that hurt inside to a guy, hoping that he will rescue you, hoping that he will ease your pain. And that is not his job. That is not his job. Nobody should sign up for that. It's not what they want. And so that is repelling them, and they can tell. Broken, busted, financially inept. Many ladies out there putting together a nice outfit, but their finances are disastrous. Immaturity, still living off mommy and daddy, still thinking that as a grown woman you can be bailed out by a man. Asking guys that you just met, maybe hooked up with a few times, if you could borrow money from them. Moving in too soon because you want that life. Making decisions from a place of lack and scarcity instead of power and independence. Broke and busted. No money, honey. And guys can tell. Especially now, they're hyper vigilant about gold digging, about trying to get over. Number 10, entitled. Entitled. Plan a date for me. You should take me out. You should do this. You should do that. Why wouldn't you do this for me? Where are my gifts? Why aren't you buying me things? Entitled. Number 11, manipulative. Manipulative. Girls who pout and whine and manipulate. Number 12, and this is a big one. This is a big one. And this goes out to the girls out there who say that they do have their shit together. It could be, though, that you're very masculine about it. It's great to have your shit together. It's wonderful. Be independent, financially secure, paying your own way, having a great job, good friends. But there's a way to communicate with men that I learned the hard way. If you're masculine in your delivery, you will repel men, good men, kind men. They don't want to feel emasculated. There's a way to speak to men with sweetness, with kindness, and still get your way. You can communicate something that you don't like, something that you'd like for them to pay attention to and improve upon. But there's a way to do it that inspires men to change. Doesn't demand it, doesn't nag it, but that they want to see you happy. They genuinely do. However, it turns them off when they are nagged at, when they're judged, when they're made to feel that their opinion doesn't count, when they're interrupted, when they're broken down with constant chatter. There's a way to communicate. Daddy issues. Girls, I understand that, you want to have a guy in your life who's amazing, and there might be things that you remember from your childhood that you were not getting growing up from your dad. Or maybe it was the opposite. Maybe your daddy issues were that daddy gave you everything. Everything. Right? Everything. Never had to work for anything. You batted your eyelashes and your daddy gave you everything. And you think that you are going to recreate that with a man. And so what you do is you end up showing up like a little girl. And that repels men. Men want partners. They want a woman, a soft, sensual, feminine woman. And there is something called feminine strength. And it's one of the things that I have come into learning in myself that now I teach and help other women step into, so that they can have those great incomes and they can have that high power job and they can be mothers and they can be beautiful partners to beautiful men and build a beautiful life together. 14, disloyal. A lot of girls out there are complaining that guys are disloyal and they all cheat. Yet, when I spoke to men and I communicated with them online, disloyalty was a huge, huge factor. So, seems like everybody's cheating on everybody. And so, ladies, when you are broken on the inside and you are not self-loving, you will cheat. You will cheat. Or you will attract people who cheat. The bottom line is you need to be loving up on yourself better than anyone could or should. And if you're not, and you struggle with that, then that's something for you to commit to for the year ahead, 2020. Make it the year that you learn how to love yourself deeply and you respect yourself. Number 15, a magnet for drama. If you are highly emotional and triggered like that because of the past that you haven't healed from, and you're frustrated, and you're just feeling that everywhere you turn there's drama. There's always some drama coming up in your life. You're a magnet for drama. Your outer world is a mirror reflection of your inner turmoil, and you got to handle it. Number 16, the final, common, it's making men pay for the mistakes of all the men that you've known who have hurt you in the past. That nice guy that you were on a date with who saw your picture on a profile, on a dating app, and swiped on you, he doesn't know your whole story. He has no idea. He just saw a pretty girl on an app and you had a quick conversation and now you're in a date. And all of a sudden you come at him with this jaded, cynical, bitter, pissed off, assuming that all guys are the same as that one that did you wrong, and they are not. And that repels them. And so, if any of this is resonating with you ladies, then just know that there is good news after this. You can transform. I did it. I did it in 2015, 2016. I lost a marriage because of this behavior, because I didn't handle my issues before getting married, and I made my husband responsible to heal me and to make me happy. I am responsible for my own happiness, and it took me 44 years to realize that. Now, I'm hopeful that people watching are understanding that it does not have to take 44 years for you to have this light bulb wake up moment where you recognize that you are truly responsible for your own happiness and peace, and that is to be protected, like so protected. So if I did it, trust me when I tell you, anyone can do it. I was in the deepest pit of shit in my life, self-pity, feeling sorry for myself, and then one day I just had to pick myself up. It could not continue like this. I would end up alone for the rest of my life. So it all boils down to personal responsibility, loving yourself first, most, best, and always. You will hear me say that a million times over in my content. And to commit. You want to commit. And you want a guy to commit to you. You got to learn how to commit to yourself. And you got to commit to healing those past wounds and those past issues at the core. Because there is an inner 6-year-old in you. And that little girl is running the show in your relationships. And she needs your love, and she needs your discipline, and she needs to know that you are in control. You are not to be navigating your relationships like a child. It's time to grow up, girls, because there are beautiful men out there waiting for you. And the love that you know in your heart that you deserve requires attention. So 2020 is right around the corner. And so I ask you ladies, do you want more of the same? If you're dating and you're not liking what the dating marketplace is yielding for you, like, do you want more of the same of that? Do you want to get, invitations next summer to weddings again? And you're like, great, who am I going with? Yet another wedding? Oh, look, my little niece is getting married before me. Look, this one's getting married. Everybody's going to pass you by. You want to get to the root of why you are attracting what you are attracting so that you can handle it and shift it once and for all. And so this is the stuff that I help people with And what if I told you that there is a whole happy version of yourself beneath all those layers of hurt? I know it. I see it in my clients every day. Every day. There's a beautiful, divine being beneath the dingy that dimmed your sparkle. Life has a way of having its way with us. It's normal. We attract stuff through our lives. And every time we do, and we take a hit, and we take a punch, it wears at us. But now it's 2020, girls, and it is time to get your sparkle back. There are a lot of great guys out there. I talk to them on a daily basis. They're great guys, and they want nothing more than to love up on a great woman and to be by their side and to take care of them. The energy that you are rolling with presently, ladies, if you are not yielding the kind of men that you want, it's a repelling energy, and you can shift it into an open, engaging energy that makes you a catch. So when you get serious about your life, regardless of who's standing next to you, when you get serious about the life that you are creating for you, and you take full responsibility for that life and full responsibility for your own happiness, and you take action to improve yourself, then and only then will you truly be a catch. And that's when you will meet your great guy. He is out there, I promise you. So, here is what to do next, ladies. This is a huge truth bomb that I brought, and I'm hopeful that you feel the love behind it, and I'm totally understanding that, I was there once too. And the good news, like I said, is you could come out the other side, but it takes a lot of commitment to yourself. And if you want commitment from men, what better way to align with commitment out there than to commit in here? Commit to yourself. So here's what you can do next. I invite you to head on over to lovequestcoaching.com. There will be a free love life assessment that you can take. You'll see a button. Do it right there. And I personally will read through it, every little question that I ask in this little form, and I will give you insights, clarity, exactly what is going on with you and how you can shift it in 2020. And then we will continue from there. I personally will connect with you. I personally do the assessment form. It is not a bot. It's not some robot thing. I do it myself. I read through it because I really love the work I do. And I believe in people. I believe that there is this sparkly, shiny version of them inside, and it's dying to come out. And sometimes we just need somebody to hold some space for us so that we can explore what is making us so dingy and clean it out. And that's what I help people do. So you need to know what you have to shift in 2020. I definitely can help you with that. You know that there's a love out there that you deeply deserve, that you know you want. And I encourage you to take action. This is your life. This is your life. And years go by so fast. It is crazy. 2020. I remember 2010 like it was a minute ago. I remember like outfits that I had in 2010. I'm just like, my mind is blown that we're heading into a whole new decade, 2020. Is it going to be loving for yourself, or is it going to be more of the same? Don't you think that it's your year to deserve love and go for it? Really create the life that you want for yourself, so that then from that high vibe place you could invite in this amazing guy. He's kind of like hanging out there. Where's my girl? I'm looking for my girl. And you're her, but you're not her now. Because you keep focusing on what happened in the past. Keep focusing on things that you have yet to heal. But trust me when I tell you, when you heal them, your entire life will transform. And that's when you become the catch. So head on over to lovequestcoaching.com. Take the free Love Life assessment. It's totally for free. You're going to love it. And I look forward to connecting with you there and soon. And keep tuning into my Facebook Lives as we head on into 2020. And I love you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. And if you have any topics that you'd like for me to explore, and also a question for me, feel free to always PM me. Thanks so much, guys. Much love. Bye.